y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. For today's Foundation Friday, we are finally testing out, I don't want to say new because it's been out for a minute now, but my Sephora finally got it in, the Mcgrath foundation. Let's just go ahead and dive right into this because I'm sure you've seen about a million videos on this already, so you already know the deal. Yes, it's Mother Pat. Yes, it's expensive. Is it worth it? That's what we're doing. I know a lot of you guys were questioning and asking me, you know, what do you think? Are you gonna try it? Is it worth it? Well, I have been wearing this for about 4 days at work. I did not purchase it because you gotta try this out first. So the girl in Sephora gave me a hefty sample amount. So therefore, I cannot tell you how many pumps were used. But I've been wearing this to work and I have a couple of thoughts. I am having some hormonal breakouts right now because it's that time of the month, so please excuse that. So the shade that I got was the shade Deep 29, which I think is a perfect match. Putting it on goes onto the skin very easily, super easy to blend out. Highly recommend using a blush just simply because a sponge is going to soak this right on up. It is not a full coverage. I would give it a medium to sheer coverage for sure. As you can see, as far as the shade match goes, the shade match is spot on. I like it. Now as it goes on, I feel like it's very skin-like. It's definitely not matte. It is not super dewy either. Pat Mcgrath also has a setting powder to go along with her foundation, which I'm sure you've seen by now. I did not purchase just simply because I don't need another powder, and the weather is finally changing. We're officially fall now. It's, what is it, 64 degrees today? So therefore, I'm not going to be using loose powder that often. I will say when I set this foundation with the ABH loose powder, because that's been my jam here recently, when I set it with that, I don't know if maybe my skin is just going through that seasonal change, but it was just a little too matte for my liking. So I'm about to just basically put away the loose powder and go back to my pressed powder for setting. Okay, so this is what my skin is looking like. We haven't set it yet. I'm gonna throw on some concealer. We're gonna go in with the Becca Aqua Luminous because this is not a crazy full coverage foundation. You don't wanna go in with the concealer that's full coverage because it'll just look a little off. So we're gonna take the Becca Aqua Luminous today. So you guys have seen plenty of videos on this. I just wanted to do it just simply because I was more curious about the longevity of it and how this would wear on my skin. Like I said, I've worn this to work 3 times already, so I already know how it's gonna go. You guys know that I like to test products out first before I come on and give you my review or a wear test. Then we are going to set up under the eyes, generalized skin finish, of course, in the shade Dark. And then to set the rest of it, we're going to go in with my Sacha Buttercup, the pressed version of it. Now, if you're someone with drier skin, you will probably love the finish of this. The finish for me, for my skin, is I have to set it. Let's see, for a little contour, Natasha Denona Sculpting Powder. My jam, I'm in the shade Deep number 5. And we're gonna put on a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury blush. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face. I'll come back and show you what I'm looking like. Okay, back with the rest of the face. I have on the Viseart Dark Edit on my eyes. We'll be talking more about this soon, don't you worry. And for lips, we have ABH Gloss and Fudge. So this is what we're looking like. Let's head over to the vlog camera so I can show you guys what it looks like in the natural light. Okay, so here we are in the natural light, currently 11:47. I work 12 to 5 in salon today, so I will do my best. It's busy, it's fall time, so check-ins are a little bit difficult at work, but we will make it happen. So far, so good. Looks like skin. We're gonna see how she holds up. Although, yes, it is cooler outside. Salon life is still hot. So, y'all are gonna see. Okay, guys, please bear with me. It is now 5:38 and I completely forgot to check in at the salon. Today was a crazy busy day. It's, you know, Saturday in salon. Completely forgot that I was doing a wear test, and so I did blot my face once. I want to say it was around, I don't know, first blot was around 1 o'clock because that's when I felt like, oh shoot, we're starting to look a little shiny. But this is what we're looking like, so you can get all the way up in it. I'm gonna keep this on for a little bit longer and then we will close out so you can get my thoughts. Okay, so it is currently now 6:20. Have to get in the last bit of my cardio for the day. So Lo and I are walking to Earth Fair because he's gonna make me some food. This is what my face is looking like still.
Looks like that every day.
Yep. Okay, I am back. It is currently 8:13. This is what my face is looking like. I am so ready to get this off of my face. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Okay, so I am very, very shiny. So the first time when I blotted my face at work, when I forgot that we were in the middle of a wear test, this is basically what my skin was looking like. Let's get straight to it. For me, this is not a foundation for me, and here is why. I feel like I get oily fast, first of all. And also on top of that, I feel like this does absolutely nothing for my skin. I feel like it emphasizes my pores and texture. It makes my pores look large. Any texture that I have, this just does not suit my skin. I think this is a foundation. Let me zoom out because I look awful. This is a foundation, in my opinion, for someone who has perfect skin. I love Pat Mcgrath. I think she is amazing. I love her work, but we have to keep in mind that Pat Mcgrath, she is a fashion makeup artist. She works on models all the time. So when she came out with her foundation, that was the thought process behind it. Runway, models, skin, perfect skin. I'm not someone who has perfect skin, therefore this is not for me. Now, no, I don't have any crazy discoloration or acne scarring. However, I do have large pores. I do have texture on my face. Not talking about the texture now, but just on a regular basis, like I might have a little bit of something, but this just isn't for me. So who is this for? Honestly, I think this is for the person that has perfect skin. Now, if you want to spend your money on it, then by all means you can do so. Now, is this a foundation that I would recommend off the top of my head for anyone that does have perfect skin? Probably not, but that's just my opinion. I advise you guys, please go get a sample, test it out before you buy it. Do that with all foundations. If you can always get a sample before, please do so. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a fan of it for me. So that's gonna wrap up today's Foundation Friday. I am past ready to wash my face and probably need to just let my skin breathe for the rest of the weekend. Anyway, I'm rambling. I love you guys so much. Down below, tell me your thoughts. Have you tried it? Are you going to be trying it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? You know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.